Who are you texting?
See, I said she'd get fed up with you. It's another bloke.
It isn't. Is it?
Yeah, I guess you caught me out. It's my dad, you muppet. He's got his interview this morning, just wishing him good luck and that.
Well, I hope he gets it. Especially if it means you moving into the village.
Yeah. Be great if we were all neighbours.
So how does he rate his chances?
He's really confident. He's up first thing this morning pressing his suit and shirt.
Let's hope Chris Tate's impressed.
They seem pretty interested. My dad's run his own business for years. That'll find anyone better qualified.
Sounds good to me. We can start planning your housewarming party, yeah?
Maybe best wait till tonight for that, eh?
Decided what you're going to do with my farmhouse yet, Ray?
I've had some discussions with my architect. Plenty of options.
Some flash conversion so you can fill the place full of city folk who treat the country like a theme park.
It's where the money is, Jack. If you'd worked that out for yourself, you wouldn't have had to sell it to me.
Whatever he does, Jack, it's his place now, his business. You ought to be thinking about the future, not the past.
They're interviewing for the estate manager's job up at Home Farm today. Should be right up your street, Jack.
Me? Work for the Tates? Must be joking.
Business.
Me and Frank were like chalk and cheese from the first minute he arrived in the village.
Frank's dead, Jack. This is you we're talking about.
Well, Chris is just the same. Always spouting on about bringing jobs to the Dales, but he doesn't care what he destroys along the way. Only difference is I'd be working for the monkey instead of the organ grind.
Maybe not. Charity obviously persuaded him to see things her way over the refuse contract.
Yeah, well, we all know why he listens to her.
So get her on your side and you'll have a powerful ally. You say you love the land. Well, now's your chance to have an influence over what happens to it. Are you going to let old feuds stand in the way of that?
We're not just looking for someone who can deal with tenant farmers and collect rents. We need an estate manager who can show some initiative.
Well, then I'm your man. I know all about maximising profits, and you can trust me to keep coming up with ideas.
Good answer. I mean, the country's part of the leisure industry now, and there's plenty of opportunities to build on that at Home Farm.
Have the interviews finished?
Yeah, well, we're in with the last one now. What can I do you for, Jack?
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
Well, I can't make any promises, Mr. Ruddiman, but I can tell you that we were both very impressed. So we'll talk it over and give you a decision by the end of today.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Tate.
All right. Jack, what are you doing here?
Well, I was thinking of applying for the job, but looks like I'm too late.
We couldn't turn someone away with your experience. I'm sure Chris will be delighted to see you.
Jack, you're more qualified for the job than anyone else we could find. I just can't imagine why you're applying for it. I can't remember us agreeing on anything. I mean, what makes you think you can forget all that and start taking orders from me now?
Maybe this is the wrong way to approach the interview.
No, Chris is right. It needs sorting now. Look, I'm looking for work, and I know I can do the job. Unless you're just looking for a yes man. The Tate vision of the Dales has always been holiday parks and petting zoos.
Yeah, but maybe if you'd taken more notice of it, you wouldn't have lost your farm.
Oh, I've made mistakes. I admit it. There's got to be change. But that doesn't mean you throw away everything that's traditional. There's still a proper place for farming. People are always going to need to eat.
You're not really here for the job, just another chance to lecture me.
Depends whether you're ready to admit that you and Frank made a few mistakes too. You've had the whole village against you enough times.
Well, yeah, and most of the time it's you stirring them up.
Yeah, but maybe, if we work together, we could get the best of both worlds.
Well, you've given us a lot to think about, Jack. Maybe it'd be best if me and Chris discussed it between us first before we made a decision.
Thought we ought to talk before we do anything we both regret.
That makes sense.
Well, let's go to the Woolpack. Neutral territory would be best.
Good idea. Less likely to fight in public.
It's never stopped you before, Jack.
So where did the interview go?
Really well. I reckon I'll be home and dry if Jack Sugden and stuff is all right.
To be honest, I wouldn't even have come if Diana hadn't persuaded me.
Well, I'll be honest as well. I would have said no straight away if Charity hadn't talked me out of it.
Women, can't stop them interfering.
Well, let's surprise them by not fighting about it. We'll just have a pleasant drink and agree that we could never work together.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, scotch and pint for Jack, please, Tricia.
Coming up.
Oh no, there's my dad. It'll cause trouble if he sees me with you two. I'm still not meant to mix with anyone from the accident.
I thought you were coming back to our place.
Well, not if he knows where I'm going. I'll be over soon if I can get away.
It's going to take all the fun out of her being our neighbour if she's not allowed to talk to us.
But with our charm, we'll soon talk him round.
Hi, Dad.
What are you doing here?
I came to see Joanne. I needed some help with her maths homework. And I was hoping to see you to see how your interview went.
Well, I don't want to count my chickens, but I reckon it's in the bag.
Oh, that was brilliant, Dad.
I thought I'd get us a takeaway.
Do you want me to come home now?
No, you go and do your homework with Joanne. I'll meet you off the 6 o'clock bus.
All right, thanks, Dad. Bye.